I'd like to welcome you to the very first check-in. This is something that Lee and I are going to start doing. We're currently 10 weeks out from our competition. This is going to be my very first time competing. This is Lee's second time. And there's a few reasons why we decided to do this. Number one is because it's going to help us be better in front of a camera. The second reason is because it will help us stay accountable. And then the third one, most important, it's going to be able to give you some insight into what it's like competing, what it's like being so close to the comp date. Now, we're going to be going through things like training protocols, nutrition protocols, updates on how we're feeling at the time, what kind of things are troubling us, if there are any, physique updates, things like that. And we're doing this in the hope that you're going to be able to get something from this. You're going to be able to learn along the way because, as we do get closer, we will be making adjustments on the fly. So I think it'll be really quite interesting. Now, for the very first check-in, what I wanted to do is do a quick recap. We want to keep these videos quite short, so I'm going to go through it really quickly. So about 18 weeks ago is when I first started prep. I was around 76, 77 kilos, and I was actually quite overweight. I had put on a lot of body fat in my off season. My off season lasted maybe just over 3 years, and it consisted of me not even having a diet. I just ate whatever I wanted to. Now, by all means, this is not how you should be running an off season. Now, in saying that, I hadn't competed before. I always had the thought in my head that I did want to one day jump on stage, but I didn't know when, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to eat, I'm going to enjoy my life, and I'm going to try and get as big as possible. So it somewhat worked out. I did enjoy my life. I didn't really get as big as possible. So when I first started prep, my macros were 230 carbs, 60 fat, and 180 protein. Now, that isn't that much food, but because I was so overweight, my coach was like, look, you're fat, we need to make this a quick process. And at the time, I wasn't doing any cardio, nor did he prescribe me any cardio, but the goals were to drop around 700 grams every single week so that we could get me as close to where I needed to be to start as possible. So that worked really well. I started to drop a lot of weight really quickly, but of course that didn't last forever, and I eventually hit a plateau in terms of my weight decreasing. Now, when that happened, that's when we started to change up the nutritional protocols, that being decreasing the calories and adding in some cardio. So I started off with 3 sessions of 300 calorie cardio sessions, and we dropped my calories. I don't even remember what to. It was nothing too drastic. Now, fast track to today, I am currently sitting around 65 kilos, and my calories or my macros are 175 carbs, 30 fat, and 130 protein. Now, that is a massive drop. Keep in mind that it did gradually go down, so it wasn't really high and then all of a sudden it went down, to almost nothing. It was a gradual process, and yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. When I'm waking up every day, I'm like, holy shit, I'm hungry. So the last 2 weeks, I have stayed around the low 66s, high 65s, and I have a feeling my coach is going to be dropping my calories once again or increasing my cardio. I should probably mention I'm currently doing 5 days worth of 300 calorie sessions. Now, that's nothing too major, it's just steady state cardio. In terms of my strength, I have dropped quite a lot of strength, especially in my lower body. Things like deadlifts has taken a huge plunge. It could be a mixture of me just being a little bitch though. I've never been the type to really push myself. So that could be it, but I'm pretty sure my strength has diminished quite a lot. But in terms of my upper body strength, it's all stayed roughly the same. Now, that's really good for me because, well, I'm doing men's physique. I'm not doing bodybuilding, so I don't even have to show my legs. And yes, I am one of those people that is going into men's physique because I have no legs. Something else that I wanted to mention is that I am behind schedule. My estimated stage weight is meant to be, or estimated to be, around 60 kilos. Now, I don't think I'm gonna get there, honestly. The reason why is because throughout that 18 or 19 week prep leading up until this point, I actually fucked up quite a few times. I'm gonna say probably more than 9 times I messed up.
How's that one milk?
And I overate, and I couldn't control myself, and I binged, and all of this crazy stuff. Me as a person, I already have low discipline when it comes to food. I'm just that person that's like, if I see food, I can't control myself and I want to eat it. That's just me, and it's something that I'm definitely overcoming, and I'm becoming a lot better at since being in this prep. But yeah, those were major setbacks, and my coach was like, what the fuck are you doing? You have to compete. And I'm like, holy shit, I know. But yeah, that's just me. I'm getting better. Lee is doing incredible. You have to check out his check-in. I'm actually more excited about his comp than I am my own. I think he's going to do really, really well. You know, this being his second time round competing, he's got the discipline down packed. He's got the right mindset. He's just ready to go, and I really believe that he's going to do really, really well. Yeah, so that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you in the next check-in.